Hey, everybody, this is Dr. William Clark for the Dr. William Clark Podcast. Glad to be with you again for another Opportunity Podcast. Wanted to come on really quick and talk about this topic that's on the floor right now. The topic is, what does it take to make a successful nonprofit organization? And there are a ton of thoughts here that people shared. Someone said passion for the cause and not money. Okay. Know where to pull the right strings to get what you need. Cool. Let's see. A dedicated team of like-minded people. That's good. That's true. Somebody said, "Just tell me. I'm brand new to the space." That's good. So let me just share three things that come to my mind. And these things I'm about to share, they come from the perspective of someone who's been doing this for quite a while and who's been in the grind, been on the grind, been in the middle of the work for quite a while, and seen other people do it successfully. Because I think that matters too, right? It's not just me who has done these things, but also finding space to watch other successful people do their thing. So there are three things that come to my mind that every nonprofit needs to master, or what it takes to be successful. The first thing that I deeply believe in is a vision. Now, I think this kind of ties into passion, right? But passion is not enough, right? Everyone, and I've been saying this the past couple weeks on our podcasting channel, everyone that is into this work, who entered into this particular industry, who's doing this type of work, is doing it because of passion. They were moved by something. Something happened. They saw something, they felt something, they experienced something, and because of that, it has created this cycle where they felt like the best way to express themselves and to express a response to this issue is to simply jump into the fray, into the nonprofit fray, and to serve in some capacity or another. And this is why I just deeply believe that the most passionate people that are on the planet, the most passionate professionals, the most passionate givers, the most passionate servants are in the nonprofit space. And so passion and interest aside, that's great. That's going to drive all of us to continuously come into this space and to serve in some type of way in this community. However, I want to push it a little bit further, right? Because now, when you talk about what does it take for a nonprofit to be successful, you want to know what it takes for a nonprofit to actually cross over and become what it desires to become long term for the industry, for the community, for its legacy. It now requires a different way of thinking, right? So now we have to put the passion aside. We have to figure out what it's going to take for the business to grow. As we know, nonprofits are businesses. They are entities that generate revenue and must continue to generate revenue, because this is how we survive and thrive. So there are three things I identified, three things that have always been impressed upon me, three things that I've seen over my years that make sense for every nonprofit to deploy, employ, and master in order for it to survive and thrive. And that is, number one, have a vision. You got to know what you're trying to achieve. You got to know what's on the forefront of your mind. You got to know what you're trying to accomplish, because at the end of the day, if you don't have a vision, a perspective of the future, there is nothing that can manifest itself. So let's jump into the manifestation stuff for a quick moment, right? Manifestation is all about you making a reality what you already visualized in your mind. There's scripture that says, without vision, people will perish. That means, or they cast off all restraint, right? That means that without a vision, there's no reason to have discipline, self-control, focus, etc. Every time you're trying to accomplish something in your life, in your business, it requires a vision. A vision says, this is the goal, these are the terms, this is the path. Everything that is a distraction, everything that takes away from me accomplishing this or moving closer to this is going to be cast off, and I'm going to restrain and contain myself so that I don't go off course, right? When it comes to your nonprofit, when it comes to what you're trying to accomplish, when it comes to what you're trying to do, it becomes so imperative, so imperative for you to have a very strong vision. What is it you want to see for your community? What is it you want to see for your organization? What is it when you want to see for your customers? All these things matter. It influences everything that we do, and it influences what we're trying to accomplish. So vision matters. This is why people decide to work for you. This is why funders decide to support you. This is why the community jumps behind you. This is even why you even started the nonprofit in the first place. It is because of vision. Vision simply matters. And without vision, there's nothing to guide our actions. When things happen like the coronavirus, when things happen like a economic downturn in our economy, when things happen like war breaks out, what keeps an organization focused? It's the mission, it's the vision, it's the purpose that is driving all action and activity for this organization. Sorry about that. It is the vision that's driving all activity for the organization, and it is all about vision. This is what keeps people focused. When you look at around the world and all these organizations that are trying to keep it together, their vision is what's driving them. Twitter came out the other day and said that people on their team can work from home forever. That's an interesting press release. That's an interesting policy to have, but they have a vision, right? When you think about why they even said that, where that comes from, and where there's value in that, think about this. Organizations like Twitter, Facebook, Google, all the .com companies that survived and thrived in the early 2000s and now are thriving now, they in fact built a culture on doing things counterculture, meaning that people don't even work in cubicles. People work all over the building. People work from a coffee shop. People work from home. People work from here, there, and everywhere. It is not abnormal for Twitter to say, hey, you can work from home forever, right? Here's the reality, though. A normal person who's going to hear that and his employee of that organization is going to take advantage of it if they feel like it's a benefit. But also, what this quarantine has taught us is that people miss people. People miss interactions. People miss getting coffee with their friends and colleagues. People miss going to breakfast and lunch with people. They miss being out at the theater. They miss going to the mall. They miss just being in public. And yes, this is a requirement for us to kind of get through this, right? So says our government, right? But for people who are just dying to get out and get around, this policy is only to how do I say this? This policy by Twitter only encourages people to actually come in more or to give more of themselves, right? What we've learned is that working from home ain't all it's cracked up to be, with your kids at home and your spouse at home, your dogs at home, and everybody's bothering you. There are going to be people who are going to say, I'm going to work from home 2 days a week and I'm going to come in 3 days a week, or I'm going to work from home 1 day a week, or some sort of combination. Very few are going to take full advantage of it. Very few, particularly in the younger generation, are going to have the space, housing space, to do it, right? It's about the vision. What is it that Twitter's trying to get at? What is it that they're chasing after? That is, they're chasing after a satisfied employee base who will give more than they would normally in a normal office environment. Think about how much you've been working since you've been on this quarantine. You typically work a 7-hour day, right, when you used to go into the office, but that will be broken up with smoke breaks, bathroom breaks, water cooler breaks, lunch, this, that, and the third. But now you're online 7 straight hours a day, and you're doing more work, and you're outputting more stuff and more work products than you ever have in a normal situation. What's the vision Twitter's going after with that announcement? What are you going after with your vision for your nonprofit? This is key. You got to answer this. You got to stay focused on the vision. It's going to drive everything. So let's take a quick break. We'll be right back after this. Have you ever wondered how large nonprofits consistently generate millions of dollars? Have you ever wondered how to write the perfect grant, or how to successfully manage a grant, or even how to find money beyond grants? Hi, my name is Dr. William Clark, and I'm the creator and instructor of What You Should Know Before Applying for Grants. This masterclass has over 28 modules of training, and it comes with tools, tips, and tricks on how to generate significant money for your nonprofit. Some students have been fortunate enough to build 6-figure programs, and others have been fortunate enough to triple their fundraising results because of this masterclass. Whatever your fundraising goals are, this masterclass can help you achieve them. To register your seat, simply go to mysixfigurefunding.com. That's mysixfigurefunding.com, and you'll be taken immediately into our student portal where you can access all of our trainings. You can take the trainings on demand, at your own pace, and at any time. You even can interact with other students and me all online from the comfort of your home or your office. If you want to secure your seat today for this masterclass, what you should know before applying for grants, simply go to mysixfigurefunding.com. Again, that's mysixfigurefunding.com. And I'm looking forward to learning with you and growing with you as you achieve your fundraising goals for your nonprofit. All right, family, we are back. Now, I want to talk about the second thing that I thought about when it comes to what's it going to take for a nonprofit to be successful. And the second thing is you got to have a plan. Now, if you are a member of this podcasting family, if you follow me, you know I talk about planning all day, every day. Planning matters. It matters. Without planning, we struggle. We're going to lose. We're going to lose ground. We're going to lose our footing. We're going to lose focus. If you're going to have a vision that's going to drive your organization, if you're going to have a vision that's going to drive efforts, then it's going to be important for your organization to not only have a vision, but to have a plan that supports the vision. Now, what are you going to do to make sure that you accomplish steps A, B, C, D, E, F, G to accomplish the vision? You got to have a plan that is written down. You got to have a plan that is in place. You got to have a plan that is ready to tackle what you're trying to tackle for your organization. The plan, right, is a supportive mechanism of the vision. Now, remember, we said that without a vision, an organization is going to perish. An organization without a vision, people cast off restraint. Now, part of the vision and the ability that keeps an organization restrained and focused on its goals is the plan it puts into place. The plan that says we're going to do A, B, and C. We're going to take steps 1, 2, and 3 in order to systematically get closer to our vision. Now, if you want to be successful, you got to have a vision for your customers, your clients, your community, your stakeholders, your staff, your business, yourself, etc. And so what's the plan to make that happen? What steps do you need to take, right? Do you have a vision of having a building one day? That's been the chatter a lot on social media this week in the nonprofit circles, right? How do I get a building? I need my own space. What's the vision for that? How do you make that happen? What's the vision for serving more people, right? You're serving X number of people. Now you're trying to serve more. How do you do that? How do you make that happen? How do you increase your revenue? How do you increase your cash flow? Where's the income coming in? Are you going to earn income? Are you going to just go after grants? Are you going to go after individual donors, etc.? All this stuff matters when you're trying to establish setting up a vision, but you need a plan to make that happen. I've been having conversations all week with people who have reached out and said, I'm trying to do this. And it comes down to, great, you can do this. That's a cool vision. I have no judgment there. But then what's the plan to make that happen? Have you considered this, and this? Have you forecasted challenges? Have you run scenarios about every challenge that may pop up with your organization and with the plan you're going to chase after? At the end of the day, you need a plan. You need a plan to support every step that you're going to take, and a plan matters. Now, I'm going to give you just the cheat code really quickly about how to come up with a really good strategic plan. This is really short. But and of course, I'm going to give you the cheat code, but it's more extensive than the way I'm going to explain it. But this is something I walk all my clients through, and I want you to have this. You got to start with, where are you right now? What's your truth? Good, bad, indifferent, pretty, ugly, whatever. Where are you right now? Number 2, where are you trying to go? What is it you're trying to accomplish? This goes back to the vision. Number 3, how are you going to get there? Plan the process out. Number 4, how are you going to measure your progress? Right? What are the key indicators that says I am successful? I am moving towards the vision that I've identified, and I'm executing on the plan. And then number 5, how are you going to reward yourself? Right? This is not about, hey, I'm going to buy myself this when we accomplish this. No. Rewards has nothing to do with what you buy yourself or what you give yourself. But awards can also be a reflection of, what is it that I am enjoying about the process I'm going through? And how do I chase after that enjoyment so that I can stay focused and motivated? Whether the enjoyment is learning, the enjoyment is improving my own skill set, the enjoyment is getting people more jobs, whatever the enjoyment factor is, you got to add that in there. Those are 5 cheat code steps to creating a strategic plan, but also planning your process out to accomplish a vision. You want to be successful in your nonprofit, you got to have a vision and you got to have a plan. Let's take a quick break and we'll come back with the third element of this particular question. Have you ever wondered how large nonprofits consistently generate millions of dollars? Have you ever wondered how to write the perfect grant, or how to successfully manage a grant, or even how to find money beyond grants? Hi, my name is Dr. William Clark, and I'm the creator and instructor of What You Should Know Before Applying for Grants. This masterclass has over 28 modules of training, and it comes with tools, tips, and tricks on how to generate significant money for your nonprofit. Some students have been fortunate enough to build six-figure programs, and others have been fortunate enough to triple their fundraising results because of this masterclass. Whatever your fundraising goals are, this masterclass can help you achieve them. To register your seat, simply go to mysixfigurefunding.com. That's mysixfigurefunding.com, and you'll be taken immediately into our student portal where you can access all of our trainings. You can take the trainings on demand, at your own pace, and at any time. You even can interact with other students and me all online from the comfort of your home or your office. If you want to secure your seat today for this masterclass, what you should know before applying for grants, simply go to mysixfigurefunding.com. Again, that's mysixfigurefunding.com. And I'm looking forward to learning with you and growing with you as you achieve your fundraising goals for your nonprofit. All right, family, we're back. We're back for our last segment. We're answering the question, what does it take to make a successful nonprofit, and what does it take to survive, thrive, and grow, even in this particular environment? So we talked about you got to have a vision, you got to have a plan. And here's the last thing. You got to have money. Come on, family. You got to have money. Without money, there is no success. Can we just call it what it is? Even if I ended the podcast right here, this says it all. Without money, there is no success. Without money, you have no organization. Without money, you can't serve people. Without money, you can't pay staff. You can't pay yourself. Without money, you can't have a building. Without money, you can't pay rent. Without money, you can't buy supplies. Without money, you can't do anything. Money is, in fact, a defense. It is an offense as well. Money, it allows you to serve and to do the thing that you envision to do. You have this vision to serve all these kids. You have this vision to serve all the homeless people. You have the vision to house battered women. You have a vision to serve and save all the puppies in the world, and you have no money, and you're wondering why you can't do it, and why you're stressed out, and why you're by yourself, and why you're stretched thin. You need money. You need money, family. Come on now. Without the money, you cannot progress towards the vision you have. You got to have a vision, great. Got to have a plan, great. But if you have no revenue coming in, no fundraising strategies that you're deploying and employing, you will find yourself 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years down the road talking about, well, I have my little nonprofit. You got your 501c3 status, great, but you have no money that has allowed you to serve anybody. And get this, let me just say this, right? Serving people out of your pocket, like paying for stuff out of your pocket, is an unsustainable methodology for launching a nonprofit and or a ministry. It's cool to get it off the ground because you want to invest in what you believe in. It's your vision, it's your passion, it's your calling. Great. But sustainability, longevity, you got to find money elsewhere. You got to learn how to leverage. Now, in the for-profit world, they call leverage in the form of leverage shows up in the form of loans and credit. In a nonprofit world, it's kind of the same, loans and credit too. But we also have an added benefit that several added benefits that the for-profit world can't take advantage of. We can take advantage of credit, lines of credit, credit cards, loans, etc. We can also take advantage of grants. We can take advantage of donations, and we can earn income. Being in the nonprofit sector allows us to do a little bit more than the for-profit brothers and sisters we have on the other side of the fence. And this allows us to generate money. Yes, you can earn money. Your nonprofit can earn money. It can own businesses. It can earn money. You can get foundation money. You can get donations from individual givers. You can do events. We'd love events. We can get grants. We can also access and leverage credits, credit lines, credit cards, etc. You need money to have your vision be fulfilled. For it to come to fruition, you need money. It's cool that you got to download from God about what you're called to do, but what's the plan and how are you going to pay for it? You need to find a way to pay for your vision. You need, come on, say it with me. You need to find a way to pay for your vision. You need to find a way to pay for your vision. You want to be successful? You really, really want to be successful. If you do nothing else that I said, if all you had was money, you'll find success. You can always put together a vision and a plan, but if without money, there is no conversation about success. I really do hope this is helpful. I really do hope that this continues to drive the conversation within the community, the nonprofit community, about what you need to do, the steps you need to take to become successful. Let me slow down for a minute. I hope this drives the conversation for you to figure out what you need to do to become successful. It's key. And in fact, I'm here to help you to become successful. I have several products. I have several resources that can help you do that, whether it's my masterclass, Whether it's general consulting for your nonprofit around fundraising strategies, my masterclass is focused on grant writing. My consulting is focused on fundraising strategies. If you need help with that, it's about the money. Remember, if you need help with that, call me. You can find me on elipatrick.com. That's elipatrick.com or mysixfigurefunding.com. That's mysixfigurefunding.com. This is the Dr. William Clark Podcast. We'll see you in the next episode. Have you ever wondered how large nonprofits consistently generate millions of dollars? Have you ever wondered how to write the perfect grant, or how to successfully manage a grant, or even how to find money beyond grants? Hi, my name is Dr. William Clark, and I'm the creator and instructor of What You Should Know Before Applying for Grants. This masterclass has over 28 modules of training, and it comes with tools, tips, and tricks on how to generate significant money for your nonprofit. Some students have been fortunate enough to build six-figure programs, and others have been fortunate enough to triple their fundraising results because of this masterclass. Whatever your fundraising goals are, this masterclass can help you achieve them. To register your seat, simply go to mysixfigurefunding.com. That's mysixfigurefunding.com, and you'll be taken immediately into our student portal where you can access all of our trainings. You can take the trainings on demand, at your own pace, and at any time. You even can interact with other students and me all online from the comfort of your home or your office. If you want to secure your seat today for this masterclass, what you should know before applying for grants, simply go to mysixfigurefunding.com. Again, that's mysixfigurefunding.com. And I'm looking forward to learning with you and growing with you as you achieve your fundraising goals for your nonprofit.